final bout kind of suddenly gave us a new avenue that we can pursue. It feels like the early days of drifting to me, where, you know, everything was new, everything is exciting, and, you know, you're on a high all the time. And I think that's something that's been missing for a long time.
We really want to make sure that there's another style of drifting that people can choose to like as well, that really harks back to the style that we fell in love with. So it's kind of like passing on, you know, a great story to the next generation.
Just all about having fun, and it's being ridiculous. That's the essence of drift to me. It's not about who's the best or who has the most horsepower or anything like that. It's just having a blast with your friends.
Round 2. Fight!
Walking through the pits and seeing everybody that came this distance to be at our home track.
Got people that drove all the way from as far as, you know, the Pacific Northwest.
People from Los Angeles, East Coast teams, New York, New Jersey,
Calgary, Texas, and then a bunch from the Midwest.
People, just spectators that even flew, you know, like Billy Sutton, shout out to him, coming from the UK, and got some people from Ireland.
They're all crazy. It's like we conned everybody into coming out to Wisconsin or something.
For some reason, we're all getting together from all over the country and the world, really, to drive like idiots together.
It's a huge sacrifice, and it's something that people have to sacrifice for all year.
I had to quit my job, pretty much spend every waking hour over the last 6 to 8 months working on the car or prepping somewhere and another.
You gotta do what you gotta do to make it out here.
It's like a big deal for all of us to be here and kind of represent a different form of drifting.
Drifting is a spectator sport. It's much more interesting and exciting to watch cars that you don't want to hit. We're trying to get as close as possible without actually making contact.
All the cars here look awesome. All the drivers are awesome. It's not a place where you come and learn.
Dude, the cars here are sick. It's unbelievable. Every car is just so rad.
I think the cars here have a tremendous attention to detail. I think people here think that their car really represents them. The way that they put their car together is a direct reflection of who they are as a person.
I see the car as kind of like a canvas, and each person is kind of an artist, so they can make the car how they want to make it.
The ability to which they can create something that is functional and beautiful.
I think if you want to build some crazy functional race car, you might as well go do road racing or actual racing. Drifting is just, you know, it should be a rolling car show.
Even if, say, there's a team I've never seen before, because they're here, I know I can jump out in the middle of them and just like push as hard as I can, and I don't have to worry about that.
Everything needs to look good.
Lowered, I mean, you can have it function properly, but have it look good.
It's all about the driving, but at the end of the day, if you don't have a nice looking car, no one really cares.
I don't think there's a need for Final Bout in the US. I think there's a want for it.
I was very disappointed in the lack of community in the US. It was so focused on individual achievement, especially at the pro level.
I think there needs to be diversity within this motorsport, because I think, you know, in the mainstream you just see, you know, your big sponsors, your X Games type of stuff, and that's fine and that's relevant, you know, and that should exist. But it shouldn't be the singular representation of what drifting is in the United States or even in the world.
The rewarding part is seeing all these people come together and work their asses off to show up as a team. I think that's what's really rewarding, is the sense of community that people end up developing as a result.
There's a different style to it, there's a different heart to it, there's a different purpose to it. Our goal is to do what we love And our byproduct is going to be that it continues on by inspiring other people.
I hope that even people from all over come here and maybe take a slice of that and bring it back to their crew and their, city.
What we're going to take away from this is that style's still alive in the US, and we're going to keep it that way.
I don't know very many people now, especially the newer guys starting, that aren't motivated by some sort of like fame or like points or getting sponsors or something like that. So I think they're trying to plant that seed here and like push it back out all over the place. Like, hey, you can just do it for fun, and that's cool too. In fact, maybe it's cooler.
Bout is it's a big gathering of nerds, I guess you could call it.
It's like a thing that I have to bring up constantly to people at work or friends or family that have no idea what drifting is, and it's still hard to explain to them without just saying Tokyo Drift. You say Tokyo Drift and they totally get it, and they think you're just like on the streets with a bunch of hot girls, when really it's just like a bunch of car nerds coming together with super pissed off girlfriends. That's what drifting really is.
Hopefully we'll get some driving in. Gotta match the whips.